Hi there, it's Rachel Gregg and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you my completed Traveller's Notebook size journals that I have kept for 2021. So these are the two journal or insert covers that I have used to keep all of my journals in place for the year. I started off with this one, and these are both by Websters pages, and this is like a really nice soft pink color. And then throughout the year I actually found this little woven patch. It's a sticky one, so you just stick it on. That was from Typo, and I thought that was really funny because you don't often see any crafting related like little stickers or woven patches like this, so I thought that went really well, especially the colouring that went really well with my journal cover for this year. So I used that and stuck that on there, and so this here, this is my first journal cover, and then I actually needed a second one, so I've got two for this year. So I'll just give you a little run through on the different journals that I've done for the year. I mean, as you'll see if you follow through the whole video, I do different type of journaling throughout the year, just depending on how I'm feeling at that particular time. And to start with, I've still got it set up for use, and this is a like a little envelope pocket which I'll transfer into the journal cover that I'll use for 2022. But for now it's still inside here. So I've got four little inserts that I've created here, and this first one is a Webster's Pages one, and this one was actually a calendar insert, so it actually has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like all the dates, and then a little section to write down what your to-do list was. But I didn't use it like that. I actually just used it as a full-blown journal. This is just the date. Now this is the 29th of January, that's when it started, but the previous year I had space left in that journal, so I just continued that until the end, and then this one starts on the 29th of Jan. So I'll just show you what I do in this journal. You can see if you look closely, but I've covered it with some washi tape and with some collage pieces anyway, how it's got the different strips for the days. But I've just used these to collage into and add some pictures into, and then journal right across those little sections or the columns, so you can't even really see the columns anymore, and then just made it my own. So it doesn't really matter then what journal you use, because I knew I wasn't going to use this as a to-do list, because I do something else differently for my to-do lists, and I wanted to use this journal, so this is how I've done it. So I've just got a few little post-it notes on journal pages that I wanted to show you, just to show you how I decorated them. So I keep it simple sometimes just by using washi tape, especially at the end of a day and then the beginning of a new day, just to do it as a little border. These are Dina Wakley collage pieces that I've just stuck in, and some book pages. This page here, I've done some book page down the side and then stamped over the top, just using some foam stamps. Got some stickers here and some labels which I've just done some washi tape in, and then just hand lettered a go for it. So I just used bits and pieces. I don't worry too much about if it's going to be fabulously artistic or anything like that. This is just my daily journals, and I do like to decorate them sometimes, but then I'll show you what I do later on in the year where I don't have a lot of time, so I don't always do decorative journals like this. But it is a good space. I mean, when I can do it, I try to do it, because it's a great space to use up little leftover bits and pieces from other craft projects. Like this one here, I'd actually punched out hearts, and so therefore I had the outside section of this book page. So rather than throwing it in the bin, I've stuck it in this journal page, and it looks quite nice. So there's lots of different ways you can use up little strips and bits and then journal around it, and it turns out to be quite a nice little journal page. This here, I had some leftover paint on a gel, like a round gel plate, so I just used it. I do a lot of that little round gel printing in my journals. I find it's a really nice way just to use up some paint, and then it starts off the decoration for that particular page. And so then I just hand drew a few little flower doodles inside that. Just washi tape down the side here. This one was all about International Women's Day, so I was just writing about that and just stamped out that little heading there. So you can see there that, you know, well, just with a couple of extra pages, you can just see how I have decorated that journal. So that took me through until the 9th of April, and then I started this one. So this one was just a blank journal. It just has a craft cover, which I've put on some stickers from various things, a bit of washi tape, some more stickers down here, just decorating that. So, but this journal, I actually started it in 2017, and then I only journaled for a few pages and then stopped because I didn't want to continue journaling this size. I wanted to do like a large Dylusions journal. So I switched and then did the whole year in one big journal. So that meant then I had only a couple of pages finished in this, and I didn't want to waste this journal. So then I've started here in 2021. So this was the 10th of April. This one finished on the 9th. So it goes into that. And I write about how confusing that probably is when you're flicking through this journal, that you'll see 2017 and then it'll go to 2021 and like what happened in those 4 years. But that's in other journals. So I just wrote there how I've just left that as is, and I'm just continuing on. And then that's why I wrote variety is the spice of life. I mean, if you're trying to look at my journals in chronological order, sometimes it's a little bit crazy because I might switch it up with my journals. So the paper in this journal here is quite thin, and if I was doing stamping like that, sometimes it would show through on the next page, which is why I've stuck down some pattern paper to journal onto, or to you know, like this one here. So I do a little decorative thing on the left and then I'll journal on the right or something like that. So I've just hand drawn these flowers, hand drawn these other little leaf here, and then just use a bit of washi tape. So it's a nice little way to decorate the journal, as well as, you know, having lots of space on the right hand side to journal. So here's another type of page here, a little bit of book page on here, and then this time, instead of just leaving it as a decorative piece, I've also journaled on that as well, and then added some more of my little doodles, and then adding other little quotes and bits of washi. This one's nice and neutral coloured, so it's quite nice. This one here is using, you know, random stickers, dates here, a bit of book page, some more little stickers, and a tag that I had left over in my stash. So the one thing I like about this type of journaling is you can use anything in your journals. Another page here, and hand lettering, doing some hand lettering here, some more stickers and washi. So you can see how I basically decorate my journals. Nothing too extravagant, just a bit of washi, some book pages, whatever I have in my stash. So this is now the other part of that little thing here. So this one here, this is where I needed a break, because sometimes I know if I've done a lot of creating in my journals, I might want to just go to a journal now or an insert where I just write rather than decorating. So this one was a 6-week journal, or it took me 6 weeks to complete. This one, that was just something that we were typing on the typewriter, and I just stuck it in there so I knew we still had it. So this journal here, you can see how it's just a bunch of writing, and I don't decorate it much other than having like a little bit of washi tape down the side, or washi tape across the top. So what I would do is have a page where it's washi down the side, then the next one there's washis across the top, down the side, across the top. So it's basically just a nice little way to decorate it, and then doing a lot of writing, you know, underneath or side to side. So that's basically how that journal comes together, and it's a nice break for me to not always be decorating. So it just shows you that you can do different things. You don't always have to stick with, you know, the one type of insert. So just use whatever works for you at that particular time. This is another one. It's the same one as that one, like the same type of insert, and then just using stickers, and I just wrote August, September. It was for both of those months. And this one here, so Darkroom Door have got some new stamps. This one's called Belongs To, and it comes with this journal belongs to. There's another one this book belongs to, so it's a nice little stamp to have, so you can just stamp it inside your journals and then write your name. So these are the dates that this journal was started and finished, and again just using some different stickers and papers and all sorts of stuff that I have in my stash, and some hand-drawn leaves that I created with Dina Wakley gloss sprays, and a little bit of paint. So in this, no, it's not in this one, but I was thinking that's in a future journal that I've got something to talk about there. But this one here, again, just using some different collage pieces and stamping and different stickers that I had on hand. And here's another little patch that I found from Typo that you know, I really enjoyed or really liked, so I put it in the back of that journal. So that is one complete journal or inserts that I have completed, and I'll keep them like that and I'll store them like that on my bookcase. So here's the second one. This is like a mustard suede cover, which is really nice. And you'll notice in these covers here, I've got bits and pieces. These are just like little stamped pieces or things I've collected, and so I just keep things like that in my journal covers just to keep it interesting and interactive. So this first cover here, this is a Dylusions Dyalog, and I used this for documenting my Creative JumpStart. So Creative JumpStart for 2021. I haven't stuck this in yet, but and so these pages here, that's an online class that I teach in sometimes, and I taught in it this year in 2021, and I'll be teaching again in 2022. So I'll put the link to that in the description box below as well. So, but it's a great class that is in January, and there's like little projects you can do every single day, and I use that class to, you know, create some things in a journal. So you'll notice there's no journaling in this one. This is just decoration, and I just put it in here because this is the year that I was working on it. So I've still got some pages to do in this, and once I do that I might do a little flip through video to show you. This is the page that was my class in Creative JumpStart 2021, and it's a little interactive thing. It's got a little letter in there as well. So that's that journal. Then I go back here into my daily journaling. So this journal here is from Graphic 45. It's got a really nice rusty sort of cover, and or gritty kind of cover. Nice little texture to it, and easy to paint onto and draw onto as well. So this one here, I was actually doing lots of paint swatching at the time. So I've got lots of little, you can see here, little bits and pieces of paint swatches that I was doing for that month, and a lot of that gel, that round gel plate, comes out again, and just it's an easy way to decorate your pages, and again just using some little stickers to finish decorating those pages. So it was a nice little journal. It didn't go for too long, basically just the end of September to, so like a month's worth, to the end of October. And then because I knew I was going to do December daily, which was a very, very creative month, I wanted to just have a little break. So again, I just chose a journal that I just write in. So there's no real decoration in this one. And so this one here, all I did was hand lettered the dates and then just used the lines to write in. And then here's another page here where you can see how I've just written the dates just with a different coloured pen every single day, and then just journaled normally. So there's no stickers, there's no washi, there's no nothing in this particular journal, and it just went for a month. I made sure that my journaling just went for that month, and it finished on the 30th, so then I could start my December journal in this one. So this one here, I've got a complete flip through video for this one, so I won't go through this one thoroughly in this, but I just wanted to show you that that is my December journal, which then finishes up my year of journaling. And again, I will keep this or these inserts inside this cover. It just keeps everything nice and together. I've taken out the little pens that I use, that I usually have in these little pen holders just here. So now it really is just these two covers with my inserts that I've completed for the year. So I hope that's given you some ideas on how you can journal throughout the year using this size or the Traveller's Notebook size inserts, and how you can mix it up and use different ones like the Dylusions Dialogues or the Graphic 45 ones, Websters pages, or you can also make your own. I did use some where I made my own this year. They're just not in here because they're not complete yet, so I'll actually put them in my 2022 journals or in covers when I finish those. So I hope this has inspired you. Happy journaling, and thanks so much for watching.